Come take a look through the orange lens, my friends. How you doing, folks? All right. Use the force. Oh, hello. It's under there. Positive mental attitude. But it's balance, right? I'm not promoting fake it till you make it. I'm saying let's grow ourselves until we hit flow state. You know, I've come in and out of flow state. I am certainly not perfect. However, I did go and meet a perfect little human being this morning, namely my niece, Ren. And she's absolutely gorgeous. Obviously, she's in my family. But no, my sister's daughter. That was a true blessing. We met up where I go for a morning walk often with the dog. By the sea, which is just absolutely glorious, and the three of us walked and talked, and it was absolutely fabulous. And obviously I Bitcoin mentioned to my sister, because you know, as true form goes, if you take the orange pill, you're going to want to pass that shit around. So thankfully my sister had already come across Bitcoin. I wasn't sure if she was gonna, and my sister actually has like a financial advisor. She's much more like my father than I inside, whereas now I look more like my dad as I'm aging. I said to Sam earlier, I was like, shit man, I'm starting to look like dad. And I'm happy about it. Like, he aged well. Motherfucker hit 60 and seemed to stop aging for like 10 years, 12 years. So R.I.P. Dad and R.I.P. Mum, R.I.P. Granddad, and much love to all of those of you that have lost anyone, and just remember those that are still around. You know, I'm blessed throughout me speaking out from way back when I got introduced to whatever this mess that's going on in the sky is, you know, to so much that I've found since then. You know, I went down one rabbit hole after another and kept pulling myself back out of them. But thankfully, let's not get away from Bitcoin. My sister's financial advisor actually mentioned Bitcoin to her, or they spoke about it, because I think my sister said to me that she'd had a few people around her mention it. And his advice, which I thought was really fucking solid, was he told her he'd invested in it, but what he did say to her was, like, he'd invested personally, but what he did say was, like, if you're going to invest in Bitcoin, you need to know about it. And I thought, what fucking great advice. You know, and I said to her, I said, well, the only advice I was going to give you was actually you should know about the economy first, because that will give you the why you need to know about Bitcoin. Once you know the economy's fucked, you're like, shit, what's alternatives? Let me have a look around. You know, gold, well, you know, that seems pretty good. Oh, hang on a minute. That seems to be totally manipulated. Oh, so the corruption's even there. Silver's corrupt. I mean, all the fucking bonds and debt that you can invest in? No, that's ridiculous. Bitcoin. I mean, that shit's hard as a motherfucker. I mean, I just moved, I had like 3 different wallets. I'd contemplated what I was going to do with each wallet. All Bitcoin only. I did have a little bit in some shit coins, but I fucked that off. Not because like I'm an extremist. It's just like, you know, when you hear, I'm just going to say Micheal Saylor, you know, shit, man, when he says things like, you know, when you're looking to invest, you know, and you look at Apple, that's just eating the market. That's where you're investing. Facebook eating, this is eating, Bitcoin is eating everything, and it's money. It's showing how shit everything is. Anyway, I've got a Trezor account. So I've got like a hard wallet, like, you know, much better than just keeping it in your phone. So I had like I had 2 different wallets in my phones, with like different amounts, and I've moved the larger of the 2 onto my Trezor. That's permanent now. I'm just fucking stacking that shit. So I'm like 0.079323 Satoshis. So I'm well happy. I think I've memorised how many Satoshis I had. Someone said something to me the other day in a chat, and they said how many they had to the Satoshi. And I was like, well, I'm being well slack, because I can tell you what, like, the fiat equivalent of what I've got is. And I was like, wow, I'm still calculating in fiat. What's wrong with me? That shit's dying. Debt-based economy can't help the people. That's the point, right? Like, the debt-based economy ain't helping us. The debt-based economy does actually help a small percentage of the population, however. So when there is an option for the people to take back power in any fashion, you just got to go right ahead and do it. You just got to go, do you know what? I'm taking back my choice. I'm going to run a full node. I think I've figured out a way to do it from here. Fingers crossed for me, people. Send me good vibes and good luck, because hopefully, I don't think it'll be by the end of today, but certainly within a week, I might be online myself. It might be by the end of today. Who knows? We'll find out. But it's important we look at the problem to know we need a solution. But don't live in the problem. Like, that's where I feel some people go wrong. And then you've got the other end of the extreme of it, right? Don't look for the solution so hard that you'll just join up with any old fucking bunch of people. Like, thankfully, you know, the work I did on myself when I was younger enabled me to, like, be like, shh, fuck, I don't need to fit in, fuck off. You know, so I don't have this like yearning, like, oh, I've got to be a part of this group, you know. However, teamwork makes the dream work. So I'm open, and I'm keen to work with people. However, I'm not desperate. However, I'm strong and independent, and I'll quite happily do everything I need to on my own. I mean, if you look over there in the background on the screen, just right there, you'll see my beautiful DSP analog processing, baby. That's right. And I've been working, this is me just finishing up a song I've been working on for someone this week. Did the mix on it. You know, you need to give your ears a bit of time to rest on things. It does take a little bit of time, but I'm just finishing up the master on it now. Look, there you go, screen just went into sleep. So yes, you know, I work very hard at that. You know, you got to put in a lot of hours in front of the speakers and really like hear what's moving and what's doing, and you know, it's a hell of an experience, a lot of hard work. You know, there ain't nothing quick and easy about learning to mix and master music. So I love it, right? I love this as well. The irony was not lost on me that I am training in the art of audio mastering, and my disdain for the use of master in so many places. So in one respect, I could label myself eventually, not quite yet, as a mastering engineer. Oh, but I fucking love the process of everything, right? And if there's one thing I say in this video that you take away, other than the fact that my niece is amazing, is the fact that just totally knocked me off what I was saying there. It totally knocked me off what I was saying. Whatever that was, I just said, take it. But my niece is absolutely amazing. She's such a joy. I don't mind telling you, I feel a whole world of joy. I skipped with her, right? I was skipping down this path with my niece, laughing and giggling like a fucking child. And it was fabulous. And I'm blessed to have that. You know, me and my sister could have totally fallen out, right? Like, last thing I said to her wasn't so nice because I was emotionally angered. And she damn well went ahead and processed it. And she reached back out to me with understanding hands. Like, I'm not then going like, yeah, you're at fault. I'm just like, fuck, I really appreciate you taking time to try and understand the emotional pain I was feeling. You know, it wasn't like I was on some mental thing. It was just pure hard emotion hurt, and I was angry at her, so I said some horrible things. You know, because that can happen. I always like to express what I think and feel. I don't believe suppression is good, but control is. So I said some things that weren't so nice, but I felt some things that weren't so nice. And if we do things, we should have responsibility of what's going to come back. Now, I also took the responsibility in the fucking moment, and I knew it anyway, and I know it anyway because I live by it. It's the fact that there is a possibility when I am angry that I could say something to someone that I might never be able to take back. But, you know, where emotional pain and stuff like that is, and we pass it between us, we have to take responsibility for that. And I believe that really, in the big picture, what's important is the family connection me and my sister share, and it's right there in my niece, in her daughter. You know, much like my mum shouldn't have had children, right? My sister had been told that she couldn't have kids, but later on in life, because she was like nearly 40 trying to have kids, and been told she couldn't have children. So much like me and my sister in a sense, because my mum should have been dead before she had me and my sister, and fuck me, having us should have killed her. But she fucking beat it. I mean, my mum had a weak heart. It was on the wrong side of her body. Like, literally, the doctor said she should have been dead by the time she was 21. The fact she made it to like 63, 65 before her heart finally gave out on her was testament to the spirit of the lady. And there is my sister being told you can't have children. Oh, bang. There you go. I mean, I got many views on that. But, you know, the joy I am feeling is infinite. I mean, it'll go, but it's something I can always pull on. I know this feeling. I remember this feeling. You know? That connection when you're a child. Like my mum's cousin. I thought he was amazing. Right? And you have these connections with adults as children that are totally cool, right? And he's fucking beautiful. So, not letting things get between us is important. Now, I'm lucky my sister is who she is, and I'm thankful I am who I am. And I hope you all, anyone, can be the person that goes, do you know what? Right, maybe your siblings you didn't have a special connection with, so maybe that's not something you're going to even do. But if you've ever felt a connection to anyone in your family, don't let any of the bullshit in society rip it apart, because the bullshit in society is designed to rip family apart. You know, I'm still like cool with not having kids. I'm not fussed about that. I don't need a legacy like that. Like I can have an impact on lives and have and will. I'm good with that. But I got a niece. I can do stuff for her. You know, it's one of the things I do think of. So, do stuff for other people. You know, even if it's just stopping in your car when there's a row of traffic behind you, just to let someone come out. You know? It's not so bad. It's not so bad. And, Bitcoin. Go get some Bitcoin. Say, John, what wallet do I need to get again? A blue wallet will do. Get yourself a Trezor, really. Get yourself a Trezor. Get yourself some Bitcoin. And use the force. positive mental attitude. Be kind with your thoughts to yourselves like you were brothers. Keep loving your hearts for yourselves like you were brothers. And let's get it. What, John? Awareness, of course. Peace in.